Everybody, heritageHip-Hop at the back to school cons, Tanya Champagne, and I'm here with three legends. Do you know who these characters are? Let's let them introduce themselves. Start from the left.
Agent Venom.
Iron Fist.
Luke Cage, the Power Man.
And as you see, ladies and gentlemen, these are men of color who are cosplaying for the children, and we want to ask them a couple questions. Gentlemen, we'll start from the left and go to the right. Why do you think a cosplay is important in the community?
And let black kids know they got superheroes, villains of color. Let them see a vibe where you could be a hero too. You know, you gotta be a bad guy, you can always be a hero. You could be Spider-Man, you could be Superman, you could be Batman. I think that's important.
Okay.
I just think it's important and it gives us something to do other than what we see from growing up, from standing on a corner and just not doing anything, not being about anything. It's a good hobby. It's once again, like I said, it keep you off the corner.
Okay.
Keep you humble and honest.
Personally, I really don't think kids are encouraged enough to express their imagination, to express of having an imagination, because they're afraid of being laughed at. Cosplaying is also a way of boldly stepping out and doing things that nobody else would do, because to be perfectly honest, to the normal person, or what they would consider normal, to a person who doesn't do it, they think that what we do is kind of crazy. But it's really not. It's all what I like to call performance art.
Okay.
It's like, cosplaying is the one thing that I would like to think is like a combination of three different art forms. Theater, performance art, and to a certain degree, modeling.
Okay.
You know, and kids should be encouraged to express themselves however they want to do it. Whether it's cosplay, drawing, writing, don't be afraid to express yourself. If you have an imagination, do it.
You know, that's a very good segue into the interview that I'd like to touch, is because we only see a certain amount of people in colors in the medium. Superheroes, not so much. Sci-fi, definitely not. And I've seen series like Body Jumpers and Dawn. We're seeing Luke Cage get picked up by Netflix. We see Black Lightning just got picked up for CW.
Yeah.
Now, in seeing that, why do you think the imagery is necessary in the reading art as well as the living art? Let me start with you on Luke Cage.
First of all, I don't think children are encouraged enough to read. And a lot of people don't understand that comic books is not, comic books originally wasn't even for children. They were made for adults to keep them occupied while they were at war. Like, especially in World War II, the Captain America comic books were sent over to the soldiers to keep them entertained. The Superman comic books were given to the soldiers to keep them entertained. And a lot of the subjects are very, very grown up. So when you read the books, they touch on all different kinds of subject matter: drugs, gang violence, racism. They can actually learn something from those comics, because a lot of the things that happen in the comics are reflecting what's going on in society.
Okay.
So definitely encourage children to read them.
Okay.
And you know, I think to a certain extent, even though I enjoyed the comic book movies, in a way they kind of messed up the comics.
Especially Marvel.
Yeah. No, the movies are great. I enjoy them, and I will go see them, and I will pay money to see them.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you can't really take what's in a comic book and put it on screen, because it's years and years and years and years of stories that you can never put on screen.
That's right.
So it's important to encourage the kids to read the books, so that way they have a foundation of where everything came from.
Okay. I like that. Iron Fist, what you say?
And it's a form of, color is important
Captain
in
America.
comic books, because it's a form of the medium. It's just another form of it. It's just not visual. It's still visual, but it's like reading. So even still, what did you see it on television, a billboard, a comic book? I mean, image is important in reading comic books.
Okay. What do you say?
That's good for the kids to see. You take your mask off, and they be like looking at you like, yo, you black, like, you know, that's like, yeah, you know, so that's kind of like my main thing I kind of like about it. When the little kids take your mask off, and they be like, Spider-Man black, Iron Fist black, you know, so it kind of, it's good to help the kids out, let them know that you got to see it and touch it sometimes. And certain stuff that's not put out there, you got to just bring it to them straight. So I think like we doing this and letting the little kids see that, yo, you can put that tape on, fly around the house, Ain't nobody gonna bother
His
you.
mask on and be black.
Yeah, he put the mask on, still be a black hero.
Exactly.
You know, it's a good thing, man. So why not put that kind of positivity out there for the kids, you know?
And we have a new person who joined in.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain America, the most famous super soldier in the comics from 1941 on. You seen my movie, Captain America Civil War, with Alan Ray on the theaters. I've seen it all the Avengers, you know, the rest of it. In this story, Steve Rogers wasn't fit to go into the Army back in 1941. But he has this super soldier project to be a part of, so he becomes a 6'2", 240-pound badass. He has a shooter, of course. And of course, this captain is from the Bronx as well. Straight out of New York City.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, back in the Avengers headquarters, by the way. So I came here only for the kids and also to occupy whatever it is as possible. 1% beware because Captain America is in the house.
All right, I like it. So let's swing back this way, and I'm gonna start with you and ask a direct question. Now, we don't use the word minority on heritageHip-Hop because we feel it's a smack in the face. So we say people of color, whether it's from Latin descent or African American, Native American. So I'm gonna ask you a question. Why is it important to you that people of color are represented fairly when there's a disappropriation of representatives of superheroes that reflect the country we live in and the world we live in?
Well, they're coming into a focus on these days, especially the people of color, especially the minorities and Latinos, mostly back in New York City. A lot of people are getting the bad rap because of the, now everybody knew about Obama or something like that and everything. But we need to get this community together. Everything else has been put on and everything. You see all these kids running away, then all of a sudden you have a mayor that wants to cut on like food stands or community service.
Come on.
So Iron Fist, once again, we're talking about the importance of having characters of color represented by their voices and by those who produce the books. What do you see as what has to become a norm instead of just putting a person of color or color face on a known character? What do you say?
My song's just saying a lot. No, I think it's important to like create new characters. I mean, established characters we already know about. You create a bunch of new characters to play like second to the characters that's already established. Have them take on a life of their own, and that way that's how they get popularity in a fan base. And then ultimately they'll like branch off and have their own series. Diversity is when you like take what everyone else is doing, at least my definition of it is when you take what everyone else is doing and you just go left with it.
Okay.
Like case in point, what Anthony Mackie did for the Falcon and the Captain America's movie, the Falcon in the comic books, he should be branching off and taking on a life of his own. He shouldn't be up under Captain America like that. That's one of my main issues right there.
Okay.
I think they should just mold it from Anthony Mackie's character and just have him branch off and do his own thing. Because he's just too under Captain America for me. I don't like that.
Okay. Power Man, what you say?
As far as coming up with new material,
Yes.
as I think we've discussed even behind the scenes before we filmed, that there's not really enough support or money being pumped into original ideas that are really, really, really good, because there's a lot of comic books. You said Underground Comics has a lot of great material that needs to be pushed, and we're always looking for something brand new. But we're going crazy over this trailer of a Russian superhero film of brand new characters that we've never heard before. We need to have that same type of support for our characters of color. And there's a lot of great ones out there. I saw a wonderful short film called, I believe it's called The Madamanji.
Okay.
The Madamanji, he gets his powers from, I believe, an Egyptian god, and has a weapon that could transform into anything, a bow, a sword, everything. And if you want it, check it out. It's called The Madamanji.
Okay.
Madamanji is a very, very good show. And of course, Body Jumpers.
That's right, the classic Body Jumpers.
That I'm on a show called Body Jumpers. You can watch it on YouTube.
That's right.
So, yeah.
Agent Venom, what you say?
I think most of it be on us. I think a lot of the kids and people just need to go hit Google and just look and find their own characters and search and, you know, try to bring them up as we as people bring the characters up. I think a lot of us just want it fed to us. And like, you know, if it becomes popular and then they see dollar signs in it, I think we're gonna get more. So, and whatever's out there, I think we gotta like support it. You know, like, I like Marvel, I like DC, so you know I'm gonna watch the Black Lightning when it come out. You know, I like Tomorrow because they got Firestorm in it.
Yeah.
So, you know, instead of criticizing, let's take what's the good out of it and we just support it. And just hit that Google button and look for yourself and find, like Milestone you had, all the other underground comics. You gotta voice an opinion and be like, can I see Icon come out with his own thing?
Right,
like,
exactly.
You know, sometimes the comic book companies, they buy the characters and then they just shelf. Right.
Okay.
Like, where they at? Like, so I think we gotta like maybe more voice our opinions about it and just go search on our own. And so we gotta support like Black underground artists, male. I think we gotta support the Marvel and all of them, the DC, the big two, the big three, but I think guys, we gotta go and grab the little comics and bring them up.
We have to.
Yeah, we have to support our own.
And like the interview I did like a month ago, diversity is just not black. I mean, people of color, you have Spanish people, you have Italians, you have Russians, it's just not black. So just because you put a black character there, that don't mean that's diverse. Right.
That's right, because
that don't mean that it's diverse.
Diversity.
The NCAACP stands for color. That's everybody. You have white people that's inducted into the NCAACP too.
That's very true.
It's very true. So it's just not pro-black is not anti any other race.
Just keep everything on an even field.
Even field.
Yes, exactly.
That's better.
Hey, you know what? I agree. And I kind of disagree. I agree that we need to support our own. Right. The one thing I don't like how like they'll make a character of color just because, and then like if it don't sell, then they just get rid of it. Yeah. Like we have to all come to a conclusion, and I think you guys will agree. Wesley Snipes is the father of the comic book movie right now. Yeah. Because if it wasn't for Blade, we would not have Captain America. We would not have we would not have any Marvel or Batman, Superman's, nothing. It was Blade that started it, so shout out to Wesley Snipes. But here's one question I want to give everybody, and we're going to go down the line from Agent Venom on. Here's the one question I want to ask you, and this pertains to you personally. What is it going to take to make people of color not only spend their money on the genre, but make it a long-lasting genre for not only for us now, but for those who come after us?
That's in the hands of us.
Yeah, I mean, that's in the hands of us, man.
Okay. Talk on it. Speak on it.
It's on us really to do it. If we don't take the step forward, nobody gonna step forward.
Exactly.
So, you know, I mean, I see black fathers and mothers take their kids to Comic-Con, so I see it coming up, you know. And you know, you take your mask, so they see you're a person of color. So I think it's slowly starting. I don't think we're back in the Stone Age, but I think we need more than like, me and my man always talk about, we need more than like 20 dominant black characters. Right. And all the comics, you can name them. And I think it's on the cosplayers too, to try to do different characters of color rather than do the acceptable mainstream. Like you might have to walk through a con and have somebody be like, who's that? You know what I mean? But take the time to explain to them that, yo, I'm Icon, or I'm so-and-so, I'm Black Lightning, you know, and just explain to them.
I think he's talking about me right now, but
go ahead, man.
After a while, you become numb to that. You know, you're walking through a con and nobody knowing who you are. That's why I'm crossing over and doing like A-list characters right now. Just do that to me.
Well, I see more children will know who you are because of Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah, and that's true. But I mean, the characters I do, nobody don't really know who I am. They're very real characters, people just don't know who they are.
They will next year when Iron Fist is on
and
Netflix.
I mean, as I get older, I guess I'm just getting lazy. I don't have the time to sit and be like, this character was in the X-Men, this character was in Avengers. And
what I'm hoping for with when Luke Cage comes out, and from what I've read, that the show is, what I heard, unapologetically black. That's what I was told. And hopefully, if the show is done right and done respectfully to the original character and to the way society is, hopefully, that might kick open a door for other black characters to get that much push and help to get out there, and hopefully open up a door for brand new characters, or characters that exist but people don't really know.
All right. Captain America, what you say?
Yeah, the thing was, I agree with what you just said.
Okay, go ahead.
Me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I agree with what Harold just said too, but in our own community, we also have to focus on like other type of guys too. You just always see like a basketball player, a rapper, a muscle man. There's a whole bunch of other men that inspired me growing up, but they weren't like the hardest type of person. That doesn't mean there's anything wrong with them. They're still successful.
Right.
It's just, we got to break the stereotype too.
Shoot, Benjamin Banneker's my hero.
Okay.
A black man is not a basketball player or a muscle man or a rapper.
He's an inventor.
What'd you say, Cat?
Well, I agree with Iron Fist over here.
Okay.
That with the most of the movies that are coming out and stuff, I would have had to give it up to Wesley Snipes, because he put it into the African American, into the map, into the Hollywood scene, into the Marvel scene. If it wasn't for Blade, what Wesley Snipes had gone through, it would have been Iron Fist, it would have been Luke Cage, it would have been Venom, it would have been. We don't have like a black character. Let's say we're going to have like a black Captain America. He's by name of Isaiah, which is in the comic. He's pretty big. He has that alien serum that turns him, and he carries Steve Rogers' seal into battle in the comic book. And there's a lot of more Captain Americas compared out there, like Sharon Rogers, who was actually the Captain America of 2099. And of course, Sharon Carter's daughter, which is actually Shannon Carter, American Dream. You got Commander Ed, the old school Captain America, which is Steve Rogers, and the new school Cap, which is the one who's cool, is going to be taking over from Chris Evans in the new Captain America movie.
Wow.
Part 4.
I didn't know that.
Great. And I gotta tell you, it's gonna be great. And but of course, the Avengers Infinity War with that, guys.
But we don't want to support Marvel. We want to big up Marvel. We want to big you guys up. So everybody, this is Heritage Hip Hop. We want to say peace, support the arts, support cosplay, and support the comics. We're here at the Back to School Con. Peace.
Great job.